What's up, guys? Fanboy Prime, and today I am with
LadyPrime. I'm back, guys. Everybody wanted me, and I'm here to annoy this guy again.
Not everybody wanted you.
Well, that would be just you. You're the only one.
I don't know about that. But what's up, guys? So today LadyPrime has her most recent wrestling figure haul. Actually, it's kind of a combination of a few pickups, but we'll put them together for this haul video. And then we will share our thoughts on the 2023 Royal Rumble and perhaps share some past highlights of some of our favorite Royal Rumble moments. First up is something we picked up at the antique store.
We got the 80 Sting, my favorite Sting. I already have one like this that gifted me years back. I mean, Fanboy Prime gifted me a Sting very similar to this, just different paint job. This one right here that we picked up, it's very beat up, but
it's well loved. Yeah, it is the old San Francisco toy maker. This one's copyrighted. It should be the same thing. 1994 WCW. Yes. Yeah. And I want to say, because we got it at the antique store, I believe it's one of those like antique malls, you know, where it's got multiple booths or whatever. I am like 99.723% sure that I picked both these things up at the same seller, the same booth. Obviously, I don't think this one was on the card when I got it. It might have been.
It was.
It was?
Yes.
Okay. But I'm fairly certain I got it from the same seller. If it was on the card already, you've did some damage to it already. Maybe Ollie. But yeah, I think I got it from the exact same seller. 6 years apart, maybe. So.
This one just needs a new paint job, which I could probably do. I don't have an issue with it.
Which of the two is your favorite? Like if they were both clean and he looks like this one's a little bit more tan.
I think I like this one.
See, I like that one because I prefer the tights, yeah.
The tights, the neon. Yeah. That's very 80s.
Yeah. It's crazy to think because like when I picture Sting in my head, this is him, but he was the Crow character for far longer than he was. But this will always be my favorite Sting.
And you know the funny thing is, I had an uncle who worked at a pawn shop for many, many years. And once he found out that I loved wrestling, he gave me a VHS of Sting. And it was all of Sting back in the 80s. And, you know, I didn't start watching until later 90s.
I would say more early 90s than 80s.
Okay, more early.
That's what I'm thinking.
And this is when I found out about Sting like this, and I became obsessed. I mean, I already liked the Crow Sting, but something about the flat top blonde Sting is just awesome. But yes. And my next pickup was from the Ekmans that we recently went to.
So you guys have seen Ollie's toy haul from the Ekmans card comic and toy show. You've seen my $30 bin books from the Ekmans Cards, Comics, and Toy Show. And I believe this is the only thing you picked up there?
Yes. This was the only thing I picked up. I behaved because I was looking for a 2-pack wrestling, but I guess the seller wasn't there this time. But the only one I picked up was Ivory. I picked up an Ivory. I've been wanting an Ivory for, I can't even remember, a few years now. I haven't had her in my collection, but I've always been fond of Ivory. I thought she was an amazing character and an amazing performer. But yeah, I finally got her. She's a little beat up. She needs a little cleaning up. But yeah, I finally got me a nice Ivory figure.
What's your favorite Ivory match?
Oh, my favorite Ivory match. My favorite Ivory match. Oh, probably was it a hardcore match between her and Tori?
I knew it. That's mine. Because don't they get the iron out?
Yes, and then they add the sound effect later.
The sizzling, yeah.
Yes. I was a big fan of Ivory. I thought she was awesome, and then
she was pretty good with the right to censor. But I don't know. I liked Ivory even before that.
And then when they brought her back, was it last Royal Rumble?
It was either last year or 2 years ago.
When they brought her back and it was the right to censor one, like I get why they picked that character, but just to do her,
just to throw her out,
just to throw her out. But I mean, I get it. But yeah, I got excited when I saw her that Royal Rumble. I can't remember what year it was, but yes.
You got these two first?
Yes, those two.
Which one you want? This one?
Yeah, her. So I did a Target order because Mr. Fanboy Prime sent me a link that Target was having a sale, and I
think Main Event Comics and Wrestling is the one who told me, and I believe the reason he told me was because of the next Figure show.
So I've been wanting Molly Holly. I've always been fond of her. So I was excited to pick this up and get a deal. I was hoping to be able to find the Bradshaw and Farouk that are in this line, but unfortunately I didn't, but that's okay. I am glad that I got to pick this one up, but yeah. And I was, when I was thinking about it, when we were at the Ekmans, they had Molly Holly when she was with Crash Holly and Hardcore Holly. They had her in that gear, but I don't know why I didn't pick that one up. I guess because I thought...
That's the real Molly Holly.
Yeah, that's the real Molly.
Because that's Mighty Molly, right?
Yeah,
she was with the
Mighty
Hurricane.
Molly.
Yeah.
But I didn't pick that one up, so I'm kind of disappointed in myself for not scoring on that one. But
I want to say I was watching, I believe it's Mr. Elbow's video. I think that's who it was. And he had a figure haul, and he had the two acolytes before they became the APA. He had the two acolytes, and he had that Mighty Molly or the Molly Holly. We both kind of were talking about how great she was, and he made the comment that she was a few years ahead of her time. If she had come out now, while women's wrestling is at its boom, she would definitely be a major player.
Her and Alundra Blaze, I've always grown up calling her Medusa, but Alundra Blaze was ahead of her time.
I think this is the one Main Event Comics and Wrestling showed, and then he told me that this one was on sale. I believe. I could be wrong.
So this was actually the link that... this was the actual link, the link that... This was the actual link that Fanboy Prime sent me, and I was like, what? And he, we were texting while I was at work, and he was like, are you going to get it? And I was like... No,
I told her she shouldn't get it. We didn't have money for things like that.
He tells me I shouldn't do a lot of things, but... I can't hear anything with my big hair, so it just drowns out. But yes, I've been wanting to get my hands on a Shawn Michaels. There was a SummerSlam series that was it the same gear?
No, I think it was the Red Hearts. I think that SummerSlam series was the one where you could build the Heartbreak Hotel. I think that one came with a Yokozuna, a Alundra Blaze,
yes,
a Razor Ramon.
I didn't get that one.
Right, and we didn't get the Shawn.
Didn't get the Shawn. Did we ever see it out in the wild?
I don't think so. I think we saw or maybe it was Doink. I can't remember the 4 it came with. I believe we saw 3 of the 4. We may have seen the 4th one at an LCS, a comic book store, something like that. But we didn't want to pay that price.
That's true. But yes, I was finally glad to get myself a Shawn.
You own a Shawn Michaels already.
I own a couple Shawns.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you were thinking this was your first Shawn Michaels.
In this era.
Okay, got you.
In this era, but yes, I do have a couple of Shawns. But yes, I was really excited to get this and not have to pay too much for it.
It was what, half off?
Mm-hmm. It was half off, so I got lucky that it was in stock. And the last pickup was our last trip to Target, and I picked up a Ken Shamrock. I don't have a Ken Shamrock.
Bare knuckle shuffle time. Oh wait, that was X-Pac making fun of him.
So they had him in the blue tights and the green tights.
I think the blue is the chase.
I believe the blue is the chase figure. I chose the blue. I just preferred it better, and I think the box was super damaged, one with him in the green tights. And I did see the AJ Styles there, and I did see the Ultimate Warrior there, but I passed on those, and I got myself a good old Ken Shamrock.
Who should be a Hall of Famer. He's like one of the major stars of the Attitude Era. That's it with the Hall, right?
Yeah, that's as far as that's it with the Hall.
So, the 2023 Royal Rumble.
My thoughts. I was confused by it.
Are you talking about the whole show? Or are you talking about the men's Royal Rumble match?
The men's Royal Rumble match. Like, just to have it open, I thought the reason why people watch the Royal Rumble is we always get excited because it's towards the end. We're all amped up for it. But I get why they opened up with it, because the crowd is hot. This is, everybody has their energy going. But I don't know.
I always feel like the men's Royal Rumble should close the show. That's just how I feel. It was weird. The whole pay-per-view felt off. But as far as the Royal Rumble matches themselves, I'm tired of they do this repeatedly, and they did it with 3 of the first 4 entrants this year, where number 1 and 2, or number 1 or number 2 will last all the way until the end. It even happened a few years ago with Edge and Orton doing the same thing, and then the ladies. It's just repeating. You have 30 spots to play with. There's so many possibilities, and it's they continue to come back to that. I hate to be a negative person and point it out. It's just, I don't know. To me, it's overdone. I didn't think much of this Royal Rumble. I know Super Wrestling 9000. Really enjoyed it. It wasn't terrible. It just, I don't know. The whole show felt off. I just felt like that.
It did. And the performance just...
I didn't see that.
You didn't see it?
No.
I don't know what you were doing. I was not a fan of it. As far as the women's Royal Rumble, I'm happy with the winner. I am a fan of Rhea Ripley. I've watched her when she was in the Mae Young Classic, and I really liked her. So I'm glad that she's got to win it. Was it them that they were going real fast, getting the women out there?
I thought it was the men's, and then when it was towards the last entrance that they slowed down the timer.
Oh, okay.
It's not a consistent timer. And I'm with Main Event Comics and Wrestling. I believe it should be the 2-minute timer all throughout it. It's a long pay-per-view, but for only very minimal matches. What was it, 4?
Yeah.
The Pitch Black, the ladies title match. I'm sorry, 5. The 2 Royal Rumbles, the Pitch Black match, the ladies title match, and then the world title match. We knew that Roman was going to win. I don't know if we knew that Sammy was going to turn at this point, but that was pretty cool. What a pop.
To hear the crowd just really get riled up for him beating Sami Zayn. But yeah, it was just, I felt like they could have done some more, especially since I had been watching the Royal Rumbles in past times, and I started with the 99 Royal Rumble, and just watching, for some reason, I always start at the 99 Royal Rumble. I don't know what it is, why I enjoy it so much, but I don't know. It just, I felt like they put more matches on. There was a lot of storytelling going on, but this one it wasn't. It was just there was no tag team, no that blackout match. I didn't care for it.
Had some cool visuals, but yeah, I don't know. Favorite Royal Rumble of all time?
Probably 99. Because I watch it all the time.
I'm really fond of 97 because that was the first Royal Rumble I attended live. And it's just kind of it's a weird period. It's right before the Attitude Era. I don't know. And Stone Cold wins it. But maybe 2007. 2007 for sure had the best finish when it came down to Undertaker and Shawn Michaels in San Antonio, Shawn Michaels' hometown. I can remember being also in that crowd, and it was just just how loud that building got. So that was fun. I'm also a big fan of 94 because it's Brett's one win, and I didn't mind the two winners and then them having some controversy. That one's a fun one. I always think that 05 is a fun one also. 2005 is a pretty fun Royal Rumble.
Which one was that one?
That's the one with Batista and John Cena eliminating
themselves
at the same time. And Vince blowing both quads, and Batista winning that one. I always feel like that was a good Royal Rumble. Yeah. Anything else you want to leave them with?
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, let us know in the comments if you want to continue to see wrestling content. I do want to kind of add some to it just because we have a huge wrestling fan here. I'm not as big a fan as I used to be, but I do have a great appreciation for the past. And I like to think I'm quite knowledgeable as far as it comes to the past. Perhaps we will kind of highlight WrestleManias and things like that as we begin the official, the Royal Rumble kicks off the road to WrestleMania. So perhaps that's something we could talk about. With that said, I'm out.
Peace out, guys.